Celebrating Halloween wrong. Well, I think that fits very well right now. Somebody put a note on my desk, maybe that person's here, I don't know, that announced that there was going to be some kind of a prayer walk through an area where they were going to cleanse demons or something because there had been some kind of a Halloween scary night or something. I'm not sure. First of all, there's a lot of misinformation about Halloween that has been communicated incorrectly by, sadly, Christians. And I think that what they did is they jumped on a couple of things that have been said about Halloween and magnified it and didn't tell the whole story about what Halloween is. Every holiday that Christians celebrate has some kind of pagan interaction with it. Whether it be Christmas, certainly didn't have Christian roots, had pagan roots. It was a celebration on that day that Christians then took advantage of to celebrate the birthday of Jesus, or Jesus' birth. Easter, we have the word Easter used in the Bible. The Apostle Paul talked about having to make sail before Easter because that's when the winds came. Well, Easter was a pagan holiday, worse than what we think of the pagan roots of Christmas, because Easter was the celebration of procreation, and there was orgies and all kinds of horrible stuff that were associated with the Easter holiday. Yet we refer to the resurrection celebration as Easter. The early Christians did because it was at that time of the year when it was being celebrated. So for us to simply say, okay, we're not going to make the celebration because of some associations. In reality, Halloween comes from a Christian festival, Hallowed Evening. And I know it was said that it came from the Druids who'd call it Halloween. They didn't call anything Halloween. They didn't have a Halloween. The Druids were the pagan British pagan priests, and they had some pretty nasty practices. And there probably are some things. I've heard stuff with the jack-o'-lanterns and things like that, but I don't know the truth of a lot of that stuff. I find that, sadly, a lot of people that love to jump on bandwagons, they start promoting things and it just snowballs. But when you actually check out the historicity of some of the things that are said, there's no basis for it. Now, I do have a problem with celebrating witches and demons and those kinds of things. And that's one thing we ask, is not to wear scary costumes to the family festival that we have here. I think dressing up in costumes and things like that, kids of all ages, in fact adults, have always enjoyed doing that sort of thing. There's nothing inherently wrong or pagan about that. But we don't want to glorify a person worshiping Satan. So I hope you're not coming as a serial murderer or as a cultist or a witch or something like that. We don't. That obviously is not a good thing. But you know what? It's fun to dress up. It really is. And we see this instead, that it's something our culture is going to do no matter what we do. If we simply divorce ourselves from it, we're going to just be viewed as being weird. Instead, if we integrate with those who are in our culture without compromising right and wrong, not violating anything in the Scripture. If we're unwilling to violate Scripture, but we engage in our culture, that we have opportunity to be able to reach them and to win them. And last year, when their family fest, I don't know how many hundreds of kids we had here. We had hundreds of kids here that otherwise would never come to church. And that'll happen again this year. We want to encourage you to be here and have fun, dress up like something, and bring your kids out, and let's have a good time as we're also helping them to get connected with the family.